What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy G-Bagzilla here, back in the building, fam. Guys, man, in this video, real quick, I'm going to break down the best performance settings for Rainbow Six Extraction. I've been using these settings since I pretty much started playing the game last year, and I've been getting very good performance. Now, some of these settings depends on your graphics card, but we'll get into it. And hopefully this actually helps you guys out. And if you do watch the video and you try these settings out and they work for you, don't forget to let me know down in the comment section, guys, man. So do me a favor, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know, guys. So let's just get into it right now. All right, guys, so boom, here we go. Once you get to options, I am going to focus on this section right here, the video area. So like I said, now most of these settings are going to be custom, and like I said in the beginning, this is what I've been using since since about February of 2022. Once I started getting into the game. Now I will say this, I play on basically 2K settings right now, my resolution, so 2560 by 1440. But originally I was playing 4K, which is the highest resolution, and I can still play that without a problem. However, because I either stream or recording, and so I can upload my gameplay to YouTube on my channel, the game files are really, really big, so I dropped down to 2K. So this really is personal preference. Monitor is going to be your monitor. Now, if you have two monitors, you can kind of pick and choose. I got two of the same monitor, LG ultrafine monitors, 4K monitors. Just pick whichever one monitor you have. So refresh rate, I keep mine at 60 hertz, 59 hertz. I mean, there's really not much of a difference. If you look down here, you can see what your changes are doing to your GPU's video RAM. Of course, the higher that yellow bar gets over to your max, that's just going to degrade your performance. And video is really, like I said, this is going to give you the best performance without degrading too much quality. So, yeah, I keep mine at 60 hertz. Aspect ratio, I keep that on auto. Now VSync. Now let me go back. So display mode is full screen. I keep my full screen. It even tells you here, full screen, better performance, and I concur. Now, aspect ratio, I keep this on auto. VSync you want to keep on. VSync synchronizes the gameplay to your monitor's refresh rate. Most monitors nowadays, this VSync is built into most monitors nowadays, especially gaming monitors. So sometimes this may be on by default or it may be off by default. And if you don't check a lot of these settings, if you just choose your default stuff, some of these, if you don't have some of these on or off, you could be missing out on some better performance. So that's why I recommend, checking this video out, man. So make sure that VSync is turned on. Now, field of view, I keep this at 65. You can kind of play around with this. It's personal preference. It's really, field of view. So it's the higher it is, the more visible. But that could mess up your performance. So I keep it right there, kind of at 65. Brightness, personal preference, I keep mine at 50%. You can play around with this. Not sure if it really doesn't. Yeah, as you can see, it's not making any changes to the performance. So, but at the same time, I like to keep it in half, 50%. Widescreen letterbox, I keep that turned off. You don't have to worry about HDR and all that stuff. Now, here's where the graphic settings are. So overall quality, I keep it at custom. If you don't keep it at custom and you just kind of choose ultra or very high or whatever, it's going to automatically populate these settings. You don't want to do that. I keep mine at custom. Resolution, quality, very important. I keep mine right here. If you use custom and you keep it dynamic, it's going to fluctuate the resolution, it'll auto adjust depending on the current frame rate. So I keep mine dynamic between 25% and 100%, keeps it everything smooth. Dynamic resolution, target frame rate, keep my frame rate target at 60. As you can see, it does say only available resolution quality is set to dynamic. And again, I am set to dynamic. And yeah, I keep that at 60. Texture quality, it's safe to keep this ultra high. I mean, if you drop it down, it just the performance goes a little bit, does get better, it gets better, but it honestly I've dropped this down to high and then medium at times. I really don't see much of a difference, so you can actually keep that at ultra. All right, so texture filtering, you can also keep this high, keep that at 16x. It's not an issue. NVIDIA reflex low latency. This is only for NVIDIA cards. I turn this off, so there's no increase. Wait, where's it at? Yeah. If you turn that on, you may get some more latency and stuff like that. I keep that turned off. Actually, you can see it doesn't make any difference to the performance. But quality wise, that's why I keep that off. Latency flash indicator, I keep that off as well. Texture, streaming, you can keep that on ultra, man. You can drop it down if you feel like it, but as you can see, for my setup, it really makes no changes. So a lot of these you can keep ultra. Shadow quality, ultra. Shading quality, ultra. Reflection quality, ultra. Level of detail quality, ultra. Effects quality, ultra. Now you can play around with this. If you're having some issues with your performance, feel free to drop these down to high if you want. But if you have a higher end, NVIDIA chip graphics card, you're not going to have an issue. I have the GeForce RTX 3080. I had this card for like over a year now when I got my PC in 2021. No issues. Even if you have like a 3070 or even the 20 series, I think you'll be okay. But again, it may come down to dropping it down to very high or high. Just play with it. But if you have a higher end card, guys, anything with the RTX series, you should be fine with Ultra. All right, so anti-aliasing, I keep this at TAA, heavier on performance, but it's really comes down to personal preference. Maybe if you notice any lagging, drop it down to the FXAA. But again, this comes down to your graphics card. If you have higher end, like most of us do, keep that bad boy at TAA. TAA sharpness, I keep mine at 50%. Ambient occlusion, I keep that pretty high. Lighting, I keep my lighting pretty. A lot of these I keep on ultra, guys. But like I said, if you do start noticing some, performance, latency issues, drop it down to high first or very high. Play for a bit, see how it works. If you need to drop it down more. But for me, I keep mine at ultra. The atmospheric, that's the quality of the fog. I keep that ultra. It's nice to see the fog and all that stuff, especially when the what is it, when it's the heavy fog in the game. It's really cool to see. So I keep it at ultra. I haven't noticed any degradation when you drop it down. As you can see, it doesn't affect. So keep it at ultra. Sprawl quality. Now this one is very important. The sprawl, as we all know, on the ground. Even though I have mines at ultra, you can drop this down. It's gonna be less sprawl quality. It doesn't really mean you'll be able to walk on a sprawl quicker. It just makes the game perform better if you do have it. If you do notice some lagging, I would drop it down to like medium or high. But as you can see, this higher end card can handle it, and I keep it at ultra. All right. So now the lens effect. I keep this at bloom plus lens flare. Both are enabled. It's yeah, so lens effect are used to simulate real world optical lenses and mirror effects and things of that nature. Um, this also does not affect my GPU. Keep it at highest. Actually, that's a good point. So if you're going through these, like I said, and it's not making a difference to your GPU, your GPU might be a lower end or it could be somewhat higher. But if you don't notice it making any change down there, it's safe to keep it as high as you can possibly go. So ADS depth of field is on. As you can see, made a small difference there in my performance. But I'm gonna keep it up there. I'm gonna keep it turned on. So, yeah, that is the video settings. I've been running with these settings since I basically been playing the game. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, let me know down in the comment section and enjoy. I may do another video on my controls because I do have some specific settings on controls. I might do a follow-up video, but for now, that was the best performance on Rainbow Six Extraction. Hope you guys enjoy. Give the video a thumbs up. Catch you guys on the next video. Peace.